Hello and welcome back to another episode of Two Sushi Rolls podcast. You are listening to episode 13. And today's guest, we kind of already told you guys a little bit about with the last episode, Mr. Joseph Petta. We're finally in the studio. We're ready to reveal his identity. Who is this mystery man? Who is this mystery man? Got everybody in the room looking at me right now. All right, guys, we're going to reveal his identity. 3, 2. By the way, did I mention that today's episode is sponsored, as always, by our loving sponsors, BasicRoofingTX.com and BasicRoofingIL.com. And if you guys are in the Carolinas, don't forget they are there to offer you guys relief. They are there with water, fuel, power generators, and, of course, their services, as always, top-notch, A-plus services. You guys want to give them a call if you guys want to get your roof inspected. If you're ready with insurance and ready to make a claim, these guys are ready to fight for you. So if you guys want to reach them, you guys could either go to their website, which is BasicRoofingTX.com. That is for their Texas location. And if you guys are in the Midwest, you guys could reach them at their Illinois office, which is BasicRoofingIL.com. And as always, their phone number is 210-240-4124. Or you can also reach them at 630-742-0477. Remember, folks, Basic Roofing when you guys are in shopping for a roof.
Yeah.
Or you guys got a leaky roof.
Yeah.
Whatever. Give them a call. All right, guys, let's get this started. All right. Now, as I was saying before, we're going to reveal his identity. But I really wanted to build it up. Could you guys blame me for that?
No,
If you guys,
smart.
right?
Yeah.
All right. Now, if you guys listened to episode 2, was it?
Yes, it was episode 2.
Episode 2 with Mr. David Glover. He was in the studio. I gave you guys a little story about a little somebody I knew. A little somebody who was a friend of mine who got stabbed in the neck.
What's up, guys? This is J. Lou.
Go ahead, say it again. This is J. Lou. He's in the office. All right, guys. If you guys listen to episode 2, he's the guy we were telling you guys about. He got stabbed in the neck. What was your quote you told me?
Bro, when you guys came over,
Yeah.
something along the lines of I'm going back to pussy, Georgie.
That's right. That's right. What did you think about my cover? What would you say my acting skills? What would you say about my acting skills? Do you think I portrayed you well, or
No, like a little tad bit better.
a little tad bit better, a little bit
better,
a little bit more Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, we're really happy for him to be here in the studio, just because of the fact that, I mean, come on, guys. We've told you guys a lot about him. I feel like you guys should already know him pretty goddamn well, right?
After that story, right?
Now, when you first heard that, when you first heard me tell that story on the podcast, what did you think?
Me?
Yeah, what did you
I thought
think?
it was pretty reckless, but it was good memories.
All right. Now, I had told you about my podcast, right? I had
Mhm.
messaged you. I said, hey, did you hear about my podcast? And
Yeah.
you're like, no, I didn't hear about it. It looks like you want to laugh. Get your giggles out.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah, no, but I had messaged you and I said, hey, did you hear about my podcast? And you're like, nah, I didn't hear nothing. I'm like, oh, check it out, blah, 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 blah. You already know it's Two Sushi Rolls podcast, baby.
You basically wanted him to hear the
Yeah,
story.
I wanted you to hear before I approached you as a guest.
Yeah, I figured that once I started listening to it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, hey, it's talking about me.
Yeah. So it's pretty obvious, basically. All
People
right.
that know me would know. So.
Right, everybody who knew you knew. I would have people come to the studio and they'd be like, hey, that one story you were talking about on episode 2, it doesn't happen to be Justin, is it? And I'm like, yeah, it is. They're like, yeah.
Everybody was like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everybody in Bolingbrook heard about that.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not?
Yeah.
I mean, how could... And plus, I mean, you're all over the place.
No, not anymore.
Not no more, but I mean, you've already left your tracks, man.
Yeah, no, it's hard.
You left tracks like a snow bunny, sir.
Mm-hmm.
No pun intended. All right, now you heard episode 1 and you messaged me. All right, so folks, I basically told him, I'm like, I told him about the podcast. He's like, no, I haven't heard. I'll give it a listen whenever I get a chance. Now I'm on my way home from work, and I get a message from him, and he's like, damn, bro, show sounds awesome. Congrats.
You snapped.
You snapped, and I'm like, oh shit, he's on episode 1. and I was like sweating. I swear. So just imagine me. I'm just driving and I'm sweating. All right. Then I finally get home because I have a pretty long drive. So hour is pretty fair to say, right? And I get home and I get another message and he's like, "Damn, episode 2."
That's all
Then I get
said.
another message, laughing my fucking ass off. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because, see, I knew that if you were going to hear the episode, I knew you weren't going to be like, what the fuck?
No.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you've always had a pretty good sense of humor.
Yeah.
You know how.
Always.
You know how to ride.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, no pun intended.
No comment.
No comment. All right. But, I knew you weren't going to be 100% mad.
No.
So, I mean, you heard the episode and, you were a pretty good sport about it, which thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then when you told me that, what did I tell you? I was like, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah, you're like, that's what I kind of want to talk to you about.
And you're like, yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah, I figured that because somebody else approached me to come on their podcast and get my story out there. So it's kind of like, they were like, oh, have you listened to this? And then once I listened, they were like, oh, I have a question for you.
Gotcha.
So I was waiting for it.
So hang on, they were approaching you about this specific episode then?
No, they have they do like a magazine or whatever.
Oh, right. You were
Happy Feet. Yeah, I was telling you.
Okay, yeah. Happy Feet's doing that?
No, his brother's friends, someone that lives in Louisiana, he does like a ratfish magazine. It's called Ratfish.
Okay.
And it's people pretty much like telling their stories and getting out there. And he called me one day when I took over Larkin.
Right.
For Juan.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, hey, I'm trying to make amends. I miss, our friendship. So I was like, okay.
Who said that? Happy Feet?
Yeah.
He did the same thing for us. And I don't mean to interrupt you.
No,
But it does really tie into what you're telling me right now. So you're telling,
way.
yeah, all right. So you're telling me that he approached you and he's like, I want to make amends.
Yeah, there's a random number called me. I picked it up when I was at work, and I was like, hello. And he was like, yo, what's up, J. Lou? And only certain people call me from
Uh-huh.
J. Lou. I don't go by that no more.
Right.
So I was like, who's this? And he was like, oh, it's Chris. And I was talking to him.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, can you come by when you get off of work? I got something to show you. So he showed me. And these people, random people I don't know, they came up to me. And the dude's name was Justin, so we clicked right away. We were talking. And he was like, look, we do a magazine, but we want to do a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We heard a little bit about your story. So I was like, what did this guy go and say about me? Mm-hmm. So I sat down there, and I literally told them just like 2 months of my life after the stabbing and during the stabbing. And they were like, dude, we want you, like, first episode.
Oh, that's funny, because you know what? The funny thing is, then it does correlate to our episode number 2, because Happy Feet contacted us too. He heard our podcast.
Oh, okay.
And here's the funny thing. Yeah, all right. So look, he messages I'm sorry, my producer's over here telling me something. It's because he's a little bit involved in this. All right, so we have a Facebook page, as you guys know, which if you guys haven't already, please go to the Facebook page. It's Two Sushi Rolls Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere basically. Mm-hmm. So give us a follow, give us a like, all that good stuff. Well, anyways, he messages us on our Facebook page. And of course, I'm not in charge of that. Mm-hmm. All right. I have a producer for that, and then I have my co-host, my lovely co-host over here. She does a lot for the show. Mm-hmm. So, of course, I didn't get to it. I'm fucking busy. And finally gets back to me that he's messaged the page. Well, she doesn't know who he is, so she's like, oh, okay, yeah, what are you trying to talk about? And he finally comes in, right? So he's having a conversation with her. Then followed by him, right? Correct?
Yeah. The Mo came in. He's like,
Yeah.
do you want I could see all this.
And he's like, I just want you to know that what you're talking about right now, it's a little bit personal. Now, it sounds to me like you wanted to talk specifically to George.
Yeah.
Now, this page has multiple admins, me being one of them. Now, if there's something you want us to relay, I suggest, wait until he contacts you. And he's like, oh, well, can you have him contact me today?
Yeah,
It's
like,
really
here's my phone number.
Here's
Do
my
it
phone number
now.
right now. Like, he was like literally like right now. Try it out. And so I was like, they finally get back to me and I was like, dude, look, this is what's going on. I'm like, whoa, okay, I see what's going on here. And I found it hilarious, right? Mm-hmm. And so I finally I call him and I'm like, hey, what's going on? This is George. And he's like, hey, man, what's going on? And dude, Happy Feet, I don't know if he's still listening. I hope he is. We could use, every listener. Right. And so he tells me the same thing. He wants to make amends. He wants to tell his side of the story. And he brings up your episode. He's like, oh, I heard up Justin's episode. And, man, his opinion, by the way, he said that my impression of you was on point.
I don't think so. I'm 1 in a million.
1 in a million? Okay, I'll go a little bit more Leonardo DiCaprio, maybe a little more Johnny Depp next time. But yeah, he's like, your impression of Justin was really good. I knew you were talking about him right away because clearly I know the story and because, you made his voice.
I was laughing when I heard it. I couldn't stop laughing. My mom's like, "What's going on?" And I had smoked a little bit before. I was sitting there watching. I was just in my room laughing my ass off.
God!
My mom's like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Come listen to this."
He's like, "Oh,
Your
my mom's a follower, yeah.
Oh,
so
thank you.
She's gonna be listening on Monday.
Oh, shout out!
Hi, Mom.
Shout out to Miss Lewis. All right, so he tells me this, and let me tell you this right now. All right, because. Maybe I would really. I mean, I wish we can get him on the line, but he's probably still doing some deliveries or whatever it is he's doing for a living right now.
He does work that.
I don't know what he probably does deliveries or something.
Yeah, it's something with trucks and delivering.
Yeah, something like that. So there is no bad blood, Happy Feet. All right, but be honest, you did kind of try throwing Justin under the bus when we started talking about the whole immigration situation because, and see, this is something I really don't want to imply, but he got to the point where he was so mad when he was let go from his job working for my brother.
Yeah.
That he immediately was like, and keep in mind, guys, he's Puerto Rican. This is such a Puerto Rican move.
Oh, gosh.
Is he?
I'm just kidding. If you guys are Puerto Rican, you listen, I'm just joking around. This is a comedy podcast. Calm the fuck down. Look who we got on the fucking episode today. If he's not mad, please don't be mad. All right. So, he's like, I wasn't really gonna call immigration on anybody on the company. I was just mad. And besides, Justin told me when I was over there, and I'm not gonna sit here and verbatim tell you like, oh, this is what he said because I can't remember. You know how he is. He babbles.
It's all that he said, she said bullshit.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. Oh, and he had heard you, and then he called me, and he said this, and blah, 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 and this and that, right? Mm-hmm. Which, when he told me this, I'm just like, yeah, okay. But it's bullshit, because the day that you called him, that he apparently had gone to Uber headquarters.
Yeah.
You told me.
I was working with you.
Yeah, you were having we were together at the same time. And you were like, he just texted me. And I'm like, oh, fucking finally. He hasn't said shit all day. I've been calling him all day. What the fuck? And this is near 1 o'clock, remember?
Yeah,
it was like
2 o'clock, yeah.
All right, and what time were we closing down shop usually?
Like 4.
Like 4 or 5 o'clock, right. Mm-hmm. So for him to show up at 1 p.m. was extremely acceptable.
With no phone calls.
With no phone calls.
I'm on my way.
Right. No update.
Unprofessional,
exactly. And you guys already know I don't like that shit.
No, he doesn't.
So...
Especially when you're left with all the work.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was like 2 threes and a 2. Or
yeah, and you remember the day before he was like, "Hey, maybe we should just do a light day tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll go at it hard."
Yeah.
And then the next day, boom,
It was
he doesn't show up. Right.
We got fucked.
And is that and isn't that is it safe to say that was not the third time he had done that where he did, "Hey, let's do a light day," and then right.
What?
Yeah, scum.
That's bogus.
That's a scummy move.
Hanging,
I mean, no bad blood. I'd still want to have him on the show.
That's scum, but no bad blood.
But
don't take it to the heart.
Don't take it to the heart. I still want to have him in the studio. I still want him here in person. I want to talk to him. I want to pick his little mind. All right.
After he called me, I went over there. We sat and had a good talk.
Right. And for people who are out there and you're like, what the fuck, Happy Feet? Isn't that a Penguin movie? All right. Look, here's the thing. We nicknamed this guy Happy Feet, and it's stuck on with everybody in town. Everybody. All right. Why? Because if you guys could just grab your phone right now, continue to listen, but go on Google and type in Happy Feet, right? And just zoom in on that little fucking penguin's face. This is what this grown-ass Puerto Rican looks like. He looks like fucking Happy Feet. He's got like a little mouth. Looks like beakish almost. Little beady eyes. I mean, it's Happy Feet. And anybody who disagrees with that, why'd you call him Happy Feet? Because everybody was calling him that, right? But anyways, he tried throwing you under the bus. And originally the plan was, I'm like, I would really love to just ambush him with a call while you're here in the studio. Unfortunately, making a phone call during a podcast isn't always a smooth sailing thing. Trust me, it's not that easy.
No.
All right? So we're not going to bother with that, all right? But I just found it funny because it's like, you brought up Happy Feet and all that. I'm like, oh, yeah. He tried throwing you under the bus.
I wouldn't. A lot of people have, but
yeah. But I mean...
They don't do it to my face. So.
Right. Right. Same here.
They do it on podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, anyways, that's where he was getting, and he was like, I wanted to do a podcast, or I forgot what the fuck he said. He said something about a podcast or whatever. It's like, okay. I mean, I'm all up for everybody doing a podcast. I don't know if you guys know, but Two Sushi Rolls Podcast All right.
We
As a
offer-
company, we help you guys build a podcast if you guys want to. You guys could reach out to us if you guys
Yeah.
are really interested in building a podcast.
DM us. We'll help you.
Yeah. Not only will we help you guys build one, but we'll help you guys to get published on all major platforms.
Even maybe a
Yeah.
studio.
Maybe
you
even
know.
a studio.
Equipment,
Like
there you
equipment,
go.
which is expensive as fuck. I mean, you really have no other expense. Might as well get a podcast started with us. How would you say the studio looks like?
I like it.
We're gonna be expanding.
Yeah.
This is only step one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is only step
Baby
one.
steps, phases.
I
Exactly,
think
phases. This is phase one.
Yeah.
This is phase one.
the hardest thing I think about starting a podcast was, I guess, the funds to start it in the first place.
The funds to start in the first place.
So, I mean, if you go through us, you kind of skip that
Yeah.
super
And
hard
not just
part.
that, the research. We spent 2-3 months doing research.
Yeah, a lot of people don't do research, and you
yeah.
can tell.
And I mean, anybody could be like, "Oh no, I got on Google and I found out how to do one like in 10 minutes." No, you dumb fuck. If it,
No,
like if
I
it was that
wish it was
easy,
like-
why don't you have one right now?
I think the hardest part for me would be coming up with a name.
You guys want to know a fun little fact? This podcast originally was supposed to be called Breaking Bread with George E. and Leslie E. But guess what? In the podcast business, you don't make it anywhere if you become inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
And these fucking assholes take the name, they do 2 episodes and fall off.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah. So now
You can't use the name.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean, I could definitely do. I could have reached out to them. I could have been like, "Hey, I would really like to buy this name off of you. I see you're a lazy fuck. You're not doing anything with it. You know, want to brush your teeth with my." Never mind. But no, yeah. But I was like, no, I'm not gonna give some lazy fuck money to buy a name because they were lazy as fuck. Fuck them. I'm gonna come up with a better idea. And dude, it took forever.
I like Two Sushi Rolls.
Yeah,
It's like,
and finally, you know, I told her, I'm like, you know, what's something we love? You know, sushi. We look like Two Sushi Rolls. We've gained a lot of weight.
That's why I got asked one, why 2 sushi rolls? I was like, him and his wife, and I was like, and they love sushi.
Yeah, we love sushi, and I mean, look at
Yeah.
our photo right there. I mean, isn't that a spinning image of us? Look, mustache,
little cigarette in the
little
mouth.
cigarette in the mouth. You know, I love my cigarettes.
Little Marlboro Red.
Yeah, yeah, you know it. See, you know me well. You know me well. But yeah, no, we're out here to help anybody start one, even Happy Feet. I would love to help them start one.
If you're for real.
If you're for real, if you're willing to be consistent, if
Just
you're
don't
willing
get
to put
mad
in
at
the
this
work.
episode, Happy Feet.
Yeah, just don't be mad at this episode.
You know, Justin wasn't mad, you know? And
I
he
never
wasn't
get
mad.
mad. I just laugh.
So overall, what do you think about the show?
I like it.
No, I mean, like, you could be honest.
No, I'm being serious. It's like a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's conversational. It's organic conversation. So I always tell people whenever they're gonna come, and some people get scared to overall come. Like you
Yeah.
can tell they're scared. They're like, oh, I don't know. Let me check my calendar. It's like, you silly bitch. I know you can
You know, I'll
come.
help you out.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
They're
yeah.
like,
I was
what are
like,
we
yeah, I'm
gonna
down.
talk
I was waiting for it. I
about?
was like, just ask me already. I was sitting there thinking in the text.
Just ask me already. I'm just waiting for him to put it in. Like I'm just sitting there. Make the move, boy. Come here, boy.
Oh, no.
My wife's over here like, oh my goodness.
She's not ready for this.
No, she ain't ready for it. No, she is so soft. She's so soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so you like it. I mean, we've been getting a lot of good feedback. People usually like it. I mean, like we've always said, the goal is to literally have people out there listening to it and feeling like, you know, they're in the room with us just bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? And I saw you made yourself comfortable. You brought yourself a little 6-pack of Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
for
Just
real.
it just so happens to be one of my new favorite beers.
Oh, you want one?
See? Episode 2, we talked about how people with, you know, the influences they bring. Yeah, I'll take one.
I worked hard, you know.
Let me see.
Gotta relax a little bit. I was nervous to come over here. I didn't know
Well,
this was going to go.
I mean, there's no harm in it, right, guys? Or am I gonna go
Just
dark
don't
side
get
right now?
just don't get political again.
No, I won't get political. I can't promise anything. Never mind.
No.
No, I'm still gonna drink it though.
Yeah.
Well, when we on the last episode, if you guys haven't already caught up with Mr. Joseph Bitta, man, thank you so much for coming through, man.
Yeah, that was
Love you,
awesome.
bro. Love you. He brought us jibaritos. He brought us all kinds of great food, man. All kinds of great food. It was delicious. And not only that, but he brought us a lot of good conversation. He's a really, really good guy, man. Really good guy. And I really hope we get him back on the show sometime soon.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
a
want
lot of fun.
and see next time he comes over.
More food.
No, we're gonna feed him. We're gonna feed him.
Gotta eat good.
Yeah, he
we're-
said that he doesn't really eat a lot of fish.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is next time you come, Jose, we're gonna feed you. But here we go. 1, 2, 3, launch. What was that, ladies and gentlemen? What did that sound like? Did it sound like a Michelob Ultra? Little skinny can.
My new favorite beer. My brother-in-law got me on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's because they're so light.
Yeah. I'm not a big
It's
fan
like
of Miller
drinking.
anymore.
It's like drinking LaCroix.
I don't like LaCroix. Mm-mm.
You're tripping.
Yeah, LaCroix is disgusting.
You are tripping.
It's disgusting.
No, it's not.
See, someone agrees with me. My sister drinks it all the time.
I gotta buy it when I go to the grocery store for him, and every time I buy it, I'm like, I hope no one thinks I'm.
I love
It's for
LaCroix.
me.
And all that bullshit people are saying. There's cockroach poison in there. Shut the fuck up. Go do some fucking
No,
research.
That's not for real.
Go do some fucking research, people.
It's just gross.
Yeah,
I don't like sparkling
yeah.
waters.
And not just that, but I was listening to the H3 podcast, and they were talking about it because Ethan drinks them.
Oh.
And, like, apparently, like, the hype was running around with everybody or whatever. He did his little research or whatever.
Of course he did.
Yeah, right. And it's like, it's like all the shit that he came, it's like, dude, like, literally, like, 10 minutes of just looking shit up. Like, you're a fucking idiot, right? It's like...
People just share it blindly.
Yeah, I mean, like, all right, if you give a dog chocolate, what happens?
They shit.
But they could get poisoned, right?
Yeah, they can die or
Yeah,
something like that.
they could die, or they can. I mean, taking a shit is literally your first step of basically becoming poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
You take a wild mushroom or whatever, even, but yeah, they could die. But I can eat 10 fucking Snickers. Am I gonna die?
I almost died off of Snickers, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, what were you doing with that,
What?
sir? What were you doing? What did you almost?
This is last year?
Uh huh.
Was it last year?
Uh huh. Was it consensual?
No, it was
Okay, so
it was a year and a half ago.
As long as it wasn't a
no,
Me Too movement.
I was with my daughter. We were watching a movie in my room, and we're getting ready for bed. And I was eating a Snickers, and I took my muscle relaxers from my back. And last thing I remember was falling asleep, and then I woke up in the hospital. I think it was 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I had. Oh no, it was when I went to Vegas. So it was 2016, the same year that I got stabbed. So
The same year?
Yeah, same year.
Wow, what a lucky man.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect time to go to Las Vegas.
Yeah. So went to Las Vegas, got my mind stuff with my aunt, came back,
Uh-huh.
was fine, and then I woke up in the hospital. I had double pneumonia in both my lungs. Don't know how. Didn't have no cough, no nothing.
Wow.
My sister said that because she was there when I woke up, and she was like, "Don't try standing up because my muscles had atrophied or whatever." So it was like when I stood up, I was like Bambi, trying to learn how to walk.
Right.
And I was like, "No, what happened?" She was like, you don't remember?" And I was like, "No." So I was like, last thing I remember was watching a movie with 101 Dalmatians or whatever with my daughter. And I woke up in the hospital 2 days later, a day and a half, and got announced with double pneumonia in both my lungs. And I guess I had passed out while I was eating the Snickers, so the Snicker got lodged in my throat. And
Damn, you'd think you would have gotten enough practice by then.
So my daughter, I'm usually up with her in the morning. It was like 10:30. She comes to my room and tried to wake me up, and it wasn't working. So she had my sister on the phone on FaceTime, and she was like, Dad's not answering the phone. Not waking up. She was like, oh, she thought I was drunk. Wasn't, and she was like, throw water on him. My daughter threw water on me.
You're dying, and it's like, drown him.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Wasn't waking up, so I have a fish tank with a little fish net to scoop them out. And she was like, try something else. So my daughter grabs that and starts whacking me in the face with it.
Jesus.
Oh
Tia, Dad's not responding, so my sister's like, I'll be over. So she comes over, checks my pulse, and she looks at my mom and says, you need to call 911, like, your son's unresponsive. And then I guess she was, like, fingering my throat. Because she was like, did Daddy eat anything? And my daughter went in my garbage, and she, oh, yeah, this. So she opened up my mouth, and the Snickers was lodged in my throat.
Look at that.
Oh my
And
God.
they said an hour or 2 hours later, I would have, that's it.
Jesus.
So my daughter was kind of...
Think about that. What would have...
Same year.
What would have been written... I mean, thank God you're still alive.
Yeah.
Let's not make light of the matter.
No.
But, I mean, what would have been written on your tombstone? He died doing what he loved with dark chocolate in his throat. I'm just kidding, folks.
No, you're right.
But you're okay now.
Yeah, I'm fine now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I used to have side effects from the stabbing, like permanent nerve damage in my hand.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So, like, doing work and all that is kind of hard, but...
Are you still getting surgeries for that? What happened with that?
I stopped getting surgeries because they kept putting me on painkillers, and I was like, I don't want to take painkillers no more and all that. Like, I'd rather just smoke, toke up. And
right. Self-medicate.
They said they can get me a spinal cord stimulator. So what it is they implant it in, and it's a same-day surgery. You go in, they implant it in, and it gives you electrical pulses. You get a remote control.
Yeah, I'm aware with it. My mom had one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got this thing implanted in my back now, and it looks like a hockey puck. So every time I go, people are like, "What's that?" And I'm like, it looks like a hockey puck. I was like, yeah, I went to a Blackhawks game, and they slapped the puck real hard, and I got hit in it.
Is that like when you're like without your shirt and stuff, like at parties, or when do people realize?
Oh,
that?
like at the beach. Like
at the beach, right.
See?
Oh, jeez, damn! You really did. Damn, that is a hockey puck.
Yep.
Wow.
Jesus. My mom did not get. My mom didn't get that. That was like an exterior one. It had like 9-volt batteries and shit.
Like a muscle stimulator.
Yeah.
I know that. I have that one too.
Do you feel it?
Mm-hmm. Like sometimes when
he's
I'm
got a
used to it
fucking
now.
hockey puck on his back. Yeah, I would imagine he can feel that.
Yeah. At first, like I sleep on my left side, so it's hard. But now like, I'm kind of used to it, and some days in the morning and all that. Yeah. So I have to charge. I have to wear a belt to charge it, and then I walk around with the remote, and I can send different pulses down. So like if I'm in really bad pain, I can keep it on all day, different levels and all that.
Wow.
Oh, that's
now,
pretty cool.
Now, are you ever going? Is that something that's going to be able to get removed down the line?
Yeah, it's temporary because
all right, so it's temporary.
The nerves that got cut off my spine, they grow back 1 millimeter a month. So it could be years until I get my feeling back, or I may not. So
it's still a hit or miss.
Yeah. So at any time, they said we'll go from this, and from that they wanted to replace nerves and tendons and all that, but I didn't want to get that major surgery done.
Okay.
And that's some intense shit, man.
Oh my god! All
like
from
how many years is estimated on this? Just a real quick question.
And I estimated it at probably 5, but they
5
said
years.
It probably could take longer.
All right, so 5 or more years of your life just got ripped from you.
Yeah.
Of normality.
Yeah.
And what happened to that guy?
I don't know. Don't talk to him. No contact.
Wow. No charges were pressed in the end. I know the last time we had spoke.
Long story.
Oh, because of we won't go into that.
Yeah.
That's a little that I can respect.
But pretty much nothing happened because I was more worried from what would happen, repercussions to my family and all that.
Correct. Yeah.
Me. Especially having my daughter, so I put
right.
them first, sacrifice mine. I'm still here. I'm here with my daughter, so
you're
that's all
still
that matters to me.
Yeah, I guess the next best thing would just be cut off.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, I haven't no contact at all, so I don't care.
It's crazy. That is crazy, man.
Yep.
But you left the chicken wings.
Yep.
And you're a good sport. If you guys,
it was kind of hard to, but I mean,
it was like
It
at
was-
least could have taken half with you.
No, they stay with the host.
the chicken wings. Oh, I forgot about the chicken wings.
Yeah,
You talking about the Super Bowl party?
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Are good chicken wings too.
Yeah, they're good. They were good. Shout out to whatever store had those at the time. Yeah, man, that's fucking crazy, man. They just fucking ripped from you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And what are you doing now? You said your life has changed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, I'm not trying to goof on you, but you said your life has changed.
Yeah.
These beers are only because it's the weekend, right?
Yeah, I don't go out no more to bars. I don't go out partying. I literally work, am a dad, sleep. That's it.
Good.
That's all I do.
Good. Yeah.
Look for more ways to better myself every day and how I can be a better father every day.
Right. Especially right now, man. This age is momentum time.
Yeah.
This is where you start making moves, like real moves. Like real moves. You got to make moves.
And you even mentioned that you walk your daughter every morning. You
Yeah.
make sure. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And now that I got her every day, my baby mama has her on the weekend, so it's kind of we flipped.
You guys flipped it around. That's pretty fair.
Because I wanted her to go to Woodview because the neighbor kids next door, I grew up with her mom, their moms, and they go to the same school, and the youngest is Ari's age, so I was like,
Gotcha.
might as well send her with friends to school, where I can walk her every morning, somebody can pick her up, or if I'm off work, I can pick her up.
Gotcha.
I try and do all that, anything.
Well, I'm really glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. And maybe it's a little bit better for you since you have her a little bit more full time.
Yeah.
It helps you stay focused, right?
I'm more structured. I got my mind built on a lot of stuff I want to do.
Yeah. I mean, before I had my kids, man, I had no structure. I mean, I was a wild animal.
Well, you know me, bro. It
Yeah.
probably
Oh,
took me
yeah. Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
Just recently.
See, I'm hearing that again. We're getting that. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I hear it too.
Yeah, it's a cell phone. Yeah, no, man. I mean, in all reality, I mean, I was a fucking animal. You were a fucking animal. I mean, we were all fucking animals, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I didn't fuck up when I did have my kids. I think it took, in my opinion, seeing it from the outside, I think it took me a little bit too long to snap out of being a piece of shit, basically.
Oh, I agree.
But but that I snapped out of it. And I'm glad that my kids have known me majority of my time of being like that. But yeah, man, no, I encourage a lot of people to be, really, really, really there for their kids and not out at the bars and doing what we used to do.
I don't understand how people can just. I don't know how people do that.
I don't either.
I mean, I used to be at there at one point. I said, "Mom, can I go up?" Now I'd rather chill inside, smoke, play my video games, and drink sometimes, but I don't get all buck wild. Jay
Yeah, I mean, in all reality, not to sit here and play the repeat game, but I mean, in the situation that I was, dude. I mean, look, my ex-wife literally walked out on me and my kids, right?
Mm-hmm. I was there.
And even recently, man, I'm like, and I'm not gonna mention her name, but there was a certain person who we were friends with. You may know. I'll tell you after the show. But I've actually invited her to be a guest on the show.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of just was flaky as hell on me. Oh, what? No, what's up with it? What are we gonna talk about? Despite me giving her like professional emails, she just ignored me. And then I like recently find out, I was like, oh, this bitch is still liking my ex-wife's shit. Like, and the craziest thing is how do you watch somebody literally walk out on their kids and you still have a reason to have resentment towards me, the dad who stayed with them? That's what
it makes no sense.
It makes no sense, man.
The world's flip-flop nowadays.
Yeah, man. It makes absolutely no sense, dude. And what's really fucked up is that I know the kind of fucking stories that were told about me, and I'll say allegedly to keep it legal, by my ex-wife. And none of them, dude, make any fucking sense with what really went down.
Oh, I know.
None of it. No. None of it. And it's like...
And when I came in, it was like a huge shitstorm.
Huge shitstorm.
Oh, yeah.
You
should have been there for the pre-shitstorm.
Yeah.
You were there like the middle post.
Yeah, I was in the middle.
Yeah. And thank you, babe. You saved me.
I love you guys. You're my family.
I know, I love you too. As my brother would say, diabetes. That was too sweet for you guys? Bring it back. We'll bring it back. Yeah, no, man, but I thought that was fucking bullshit, dude. I was like, man,
I don't even know who this is, so now I gotta...
I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
I don't understand how people believe that, like, everyone's grown up, everyone still believes that he said, she said bullshit, like the high school shit.
Right.
That's what, like...
And why don't people just see with their own eyes, like, look, this is what I'm seeing going down.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's clear what's happening. A guy doesn't end up with 4 kids as a single dad living on his own.
Mm-hmm.
And do what he has to do.
Yeah.
How many guys would have walked out? Never would I do that, especially
a lot
after
of them walk out with 1 kid.
Yeah, and in my case, I've already lost my firstborn child. Under that whole situation with Ashley back in the day.
Well, on top of it, you were still even reaching out to her, like trying to be there for the kids. And that, so I was there for a lot of that.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, dude, it's literally one of those where I'm never gonna let my kids down.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna let them down. I know that pain. I wouldn't ever guess that. And then there's people out there who will post a photo of like
picking their kid up and then they put them down.
Picking the kid up and look, we're bonding, and they pay like 0 funds to their kid, like zero, or they can't hold a fucking job.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, I'm a daddy, and this and that.
There's a couple
no,
people
sir. Being a daddy literally means that you're spending every fucking dime on your child. You are with them. You make sure you never are out of a fucking job, and when you are, you make shit work.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And you make shit fucking work.
You can't just put stuff
like now,
off.
Yeah, and you're not sitting there. It's bullshit, man. It's just a lot of bullshit, man.
Let's say if you were to see me now, the way I am now with my daughter, than like before, even before I had my daughter, it's now like. I have her in the morning, so like I'm running around, getting her clothes together, like making her breakfast, and like if she doesn't like something on lunch money, she doesn't like, I gotta make her lunch, and I'm sitting there trying to do her hair, trying to tame that, and it's a nappy mess, but I try. So
you're doing full time, even doing the lunch time.
Nice. I think I still got videos of me with my kids before Leslie came into the picture, and it was to the point, dude, where it was like, I was by myself, dude.
Yeah.
And it was really expensive,
mm-hmm.
and I'm like literally over here. I'm like, all right, guys, well, we can't go out to eat tonight. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a hot dog night. And I pretended to be their server. I think I still got the videos.
Yeah, so cute.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where it's like when you're on your own, you like literally play mom and dad.
Yeah.
Now I'm lucky that I have her, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those where I'm not going to sit here and lie. I work all fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
And there is times where I get home and I don't see the kids for that often.
No.
I get home late. I see them for a little bit.
Say hi, how was school?
How was school? They ask me how everything was. We talk a little bit. They show me something and they fuck around, whatever. And then it's pretty much bedtime right away.
Yeah.
And we're like, damn. And that's my day.
Mm-hmm.
But I know for a fact that, like, they're in good hands a lot of the time because she's there. Yeah. She's a stay-at-home mom. I'm so grateful that I'm able to make a good living and be able to, like, pay for all the expenses, my mortgage, my kids' clothes, their shoes, whatever, dude. Everything. And she doesn't have to go anywhere. And I'm okay with that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why I'm glad, like, I got my parents and my family that still help me. And, like, the bond that me and my baby mama still have, it's not that it's baby mama, baby daddy. Like, she is the mother of my child. And I can still consider her my best friend. Like, anytime we talk about random stuff or whatever, if she needs anything, I mean, there's times that she would ask me for stuff that wouldn't even involve Ariana or whatever, and if she needed cash or whatever, and I would always help her out just for the fact that she's not the mother of my child. And that's like all these people nowadays, they're able to
keep it cool.
keep it cool and civil, but now everyone's like, people wilding out, baby mom this, or they're trying to run their baby daddies over the car. Like, dude,
wow.
quite crazy, dude. Like,
you
guys got to focus on the kid, and that was what me and my baby mama were doing at first. And so we settled our problems and said we got to focus on
That's
her.
good. That's really good.
Yeah, and now I feel me and her are the best we ever been.
That's
there you
awesome.
go. That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately with me, it's like we still get bombarded with bullshit every once in a while.
We really do try because we're all about the kids.
Yeah,
we're all about the kids.
I swear to God, dude, I don't even like.
No,
I don't even bother, dude. I'm fucking bothered. I've had shit yelled at me when she's driving away. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, she'd be dropping off the kids, screaming at George.
I don't know, this is psychotic, bro.
And then the kids, and the kids would be like, "We're so sorry." It's like they're little kids, and they see their mom doing this.
Yeah.
And they apologize for her.
Yeah.
A grown woman.
And the question is, why not just move on? Like, we have 2 kids together. Let's raise them together. Why do you got to bring BS? You know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of more people need to do that. Just like
jealousy, envy.
I don't know. I've told her that.
I really don't think that. I don't think that personally.
You live comfortable as fuck.
I do. I live way better. I live a way better life than her.
Yeah. Well, she was even there too. And she was just, I don't know. I don't understand people nowadays. People can have stuff handed to them and all that, and they still complain about something.
Yeah,
exactly.
Crazy. Exactly. Like I sometimes I see people who are like, and there's no shame in, living with your parents for a temporary amount of time. I don't see any shame in that. But when that's all you fucking rely on, come on, man, you really making moves? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I always tell people that. I'm like, are you at least paying your parents some fucking rent?
Or like saving up for like a down payment?
No, they're not. They're not. They're always broke. They're always broke, dude.
Yeah, and I don't understand that.
And what's my number one fucking rule? If you're gonna be broke,
have a reason for it.
Bills, etc. Yeah.
Right. Just fine. It's fine. Be broke. But tell me you're fucking broke because you had a car note, you had insurance, you had your rent or mortgage, you had your kids' shoes for the clothes, registrations, all that stuff. Be broke for that stuff, guys. You're broke and you live at home for free. You're spending on all kinds of other stupid shit, just
unnecessities or whatever.
Yeah. Just frugalous fucking spending.
Yeah, I mean that's how I used to be, so I can't say anything.
No, right. But now you could say it because you just told me right now.
You just went through it, and
you
now
went through it here,
yourself.
and you know what? And I'll be honest with you because I like to be honest. And I'll be honest to people's faces. I think
he's very blunt.
Yeah, I'm very blunt, especially
no fucks given.
And especially in person. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of it I thought it was bullshit. Again, I'm like, I've heard this before already, like a million times. But this time I feel like there's a little bit of sincerity. Now I'm not gonna say like, oh, Justin, 100% you person. But I could, I could definitely sense that you are definitely trying to make a difference.
Yeah, feel the vibes.
I mean, like I was working with this company. My friend Junior got me into them, and they were traveling state to state and do commercial work and all that. And they were paying me pretty good. I went down to the first job in Texas, in Houston, and we remodeled Panera Bread. And
nice.
my guy ended up getting fired, and they hired me for his spot. So I was going to Minnesota, Texas, Indiana, Wisconsin.
What we've done as young men for years. Yeah.
And they were paying me good, and I got to the point where 2 weeks, 3 weeks gone at a time, see my daughter through FaceTime, and something you couldn't pay me enough, so I quit. Struggled for a little bit, was going off doing my side stuff, and then me and my friend Junior kind of partnered up, and I'd rather stay home and work with him and
no
see my daughter.
And no bad blood against Junior because I don't want to offend him.
No.
But does he know how to work properly yet?
Yeah.
He knows how to work properly yet.
Because he actually wants to come in. Yeah, he wants to come in and sit on.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I mean, last time I had seen his work, even in photos that you would show me, it was just like, damn.
No, I mean, me and him both came a long way. I feel like because from the first time working with you guys till now, it's
right.
I'm
and
more,
you know what?
I got that confidence now.
Yeah, and you want to take on a project you've never done before, and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna just take this on.
Me and him do that all the time. I mean, now we got a contract through DoubleTree Hilton's, and we got rooms coming. They got to be paying remodel. We did banquet hall for them.
Yeah.
Gym. We're doing a Starbucks for them.
Oh.
Because what was holding you back before?
Too much partying.
No. Aside from the partying, what was holding you back from trying something you've never done before and actually being like, I like
the confidence.
You like the confidence. You like the confidence, but you had the fear.
Yeah.
You like confidence, but you were in abundance of fear. And that's one of the main things that one of our guests, Anthony, was telling us about. We've had him on the show, guys. Orion, the Hunter Photography. Give him a follow, It's one of the main things he said. One of the best things you could tell about being an adult is that you kind of lose that fear.
Yeah.
you're not scared anymore. That's one of the major things.
Yeah, when you mature, and that's
Mm-hmm.
I've always tried to say that, and he put it into words. I couldn't put it into words. How I knew, like, I grew up. How I became mature. It was like you're not scared anymore. Things I used to be scared of. You kind of like forget it. I have a kid now. I gotta.
Yeah, I'm not scared of nothing. No. When it comes to my daughter, that's a whole different story. And now it's like. Spiders? What?
Yeah,
I was scared to fall off ladders, and I fell off a ladder in Texas. Fell off a ladder again. Now I'll get up and
that
be all
scares me. That's the scariest part of my husband's job.
Yeah, and in our field, is if you fall off a ladder or a stool or whatever, you get back on.
You keep going, bro.
You keep going.
I don't like that.
You keep going.
As long as you don't throw stools at anybody.
Oh, I've done that before.
I know. I was there for that.
Yeah, we'll tell you guys. We'll tell you guys a little bit about that in a little bit. Right now, I'd like to take a moment to remind you guys about BasicRoofingTX.com and BasicRoofingIL.com. As always, they have been the sponsors. One thing I did want to tell you guys. This is a little side note for our sponsors. I am going to be organizing this really, really fun affiliate program. Okay, there is this cereal buffet.
Mm-hmm.
And where is it at, baby?
It's in Lockport, Illinois.
It's in Lockport, Illinois.
A cereal buffet?
A cereal buffet. All around. It's a beautiful little
all
spot.
You can eat. If I was pregnant,
Yeah.
I wish I knew about this place when I was pregnant.
Yeah, she's a cereal freak. So,
oh my God.
So there's this place in Lockport. I'm not going to say the name just yet, but I do want to get it started. All right? Everybody out there listening, there's this place in Lockport, Illinois. If you guys are near there or if it's a doable distance for you guys to travel, I'm going to be starting this thing. If you guys message us on any of our social medias or even directly if you guys personally have me on social medias, send us a message and let us know if you're interested. What we're going to be doing is we want to choose 10 people, all right, to send to this small business because I am a great believer in supporting small business. So what I want to do is I want to send 10 of you guys out there on us.
Yeah, we'll pay for you guys to eat there.
And what we want you guys to do is to go out there, eat there, and we want you guys to take a photo and at us on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, just to prove like we.
Yeah, wait here. All right. And not only are we going to pay for your guys' stuff there, but we'll send you guys a few little gifts. I'm not going to tell you guys what.
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. But they're going to be worth it. I really want you guys to want to go out there and do this. All right.
I mean, if the all-you-can-eat cereal didn't catch your attention already.
And if it didn't catch your attention, you guys would be happy to know that this place also does custom donuts. Mm-hmm. Apparently, this place actually sells out.
Yeah, they sell out and they have to close the shop.
If they sell out, they close the shop. So wouldn't you guys want to be part of that? And you guys should see some of their donuts. This isn't your average day donuts, guys. And I know there's a lot of places you guys can go to Chicago and get really fancy stuff like Bumble Bar, which we have actually recently taken a trip there.
Was it good? I heard good
it was fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah,
we stayed at the Crown Plaza Hotel.
Okay.
We had ourselves a little, adult night.
Little weekend getaway?
Little weekend getaway. And it was also because we had to go to a birthday party that was closer to Chicago. So we got ourselves some reservations at the Crown Plaza. She had never been to a place like that. Mm-hmm. So I took her there, showed her a nice time. If you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I sound wink, wink, wink. All right, guys. But I took her there, and then in the morning, breakfast was definitely going to be. It was going to be Bumble Bar, so I took her there, and we had. But if you guys aren't in a driving distance to Bumble Bar, there's a great spot that's local.
So.
And it's a small business. You said,
and it's a small business, and we really want to support it. So for this next week. We want you guys to message us. Don't be afraid. It's not a big deal. Message us. We'll get you guys paid. But here's the thing. When you guys go to this business, all right, if you guys agree to want to do this, not only will we guys send you guys the money to go to this place, but we're also going to send you guys with a Two Sushi Rolls podcast sticker. If you get chosen to be one of the 10 people to go eat there for free, we want you guys to go there, pay for your all-you-can-eat, cereal bar, which you guys will enjoy. And hand them the Two Sushi Rolls podcast sticker and tell them we sent you guys. We sent you guys there. All right. Now this is going to be fun, guys. So please make sure you guys send your entries.
Think of it like a promo code that you type in online.
Exactly.
Who sent you.
Exactly. Now here's the thing, guys. You can't go wrong with this. We're going to pay for you guys to eat all you want cereal. And they don't. And don't think it's just fucking Frosted Flakes and that's it.
No,
Guys,
it's
they
a
have
buffet.
it's a buffet, and they got these really cool little dispensers, you know, wrapping the inside of the reustrant with all kinds
of cereal.
Even the seasonal ones like the
I'm
Boo Berry.
I'm gonna go message right now. Let me be the first one.
Yeah. So if you guys want to do this,
You can bring your daughter.
Oh, there we go.
Exactly.
I actually love cereal. Fruit Loops.
And don't forget, and
Non-stop. Fruit Loops and pancakes.
So make sure
That's
that you,
life.
So make sure you guys enter quickly because there's only going to be 10 spots. And if you guys want to be one of the first 10 people to do this, you guys want to message now.
Well,
all
nine.
right?
Well, 9 now.
Yeah, well, 9 now, right? 9 now. Dubs. But yeah, guys, do that. That's going to be a little fun project we want to do as an affiliate program with small business to help them, you know, grow, get them more people.
We'll build each other up.
We'll help each other, build each other up.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Now we are back to the show. All right. So you.
we left though.
Yeah, we're back. We're back. Magic, bitches. No, yeah, man. One of the main things that I also wanted to talk to you about, other than your evolution, you're doing your work and all that stuff. But where are we now in life, as regard of,
The what? You can say it, bro.
taking it up the hoo-ha. Are you still taking it? Are you still getting the brown pound?
Oh.
Whoever said I was.
You did.
Maybe I was the one giving it.
No, I remember you telling me you took it too. No, I remember.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to this guy for the longest, and it was probably like a year and a half. I mean, still kind of am. We've been rough off and on, but a lot different. I don't know. He makes me happy. Like people ask me like, "Oh, what do you consider yourself? Are you bisexual, gay?" I'm pansexual. I love what I love. You know, I love.
Right.
You know, I don't care. You could be black, brown, purple, a bear, or whatever. Just kissing, not bestiality. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. We met, we clicked, and I mean, he's been around my daughter. He's been around my family, and there's been some ups and downs. But in the end, I don't care what anyone has to say. Like he's been.
Right.
I'd be at work. I'd come home tired, and there's times I'd fall asleep, and I'd wake up, and he'd be sitting there playing with my daughter or something.
Oh.
And he's like a miniature J. Lou.
No, gotcha.
So, but I mean, now, like, I'm not as wild and all that. I'd rather just chill. I'm a homebody now.
Right.
And he's kind of like, oh, he wants to go out and all that. But at the end of the day, we balance ourselves out. And
gotcha.
It's, I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain a relationship. It's something that we can't describe to nobody else.
But there's no more choking, right?
No.
Okay, good.
No more of our Simpsons.
Oh, see, that's fantastic. And see, for all you listeners out there, we're not like bashing, like we're not fucking homophobic.
No.
I mean, Les, who's
They're
your best?
far from it, yeah.
Who's your best friend?
Oh, my best friend's Michael. But that's just pulling he's gay.
Right.
I've been friends with him since 3rd grade, but that's pulling that my friend's gay card.
Yeah, I gotta get best friend too.
But you know what?
I think my best, closest friend.
Right, but I think that when people say, "Oh, you're pulling that card," I think that's bullshit. People are so fucking sensitive nowadays. Yeah. Like the whole Me Too movement. I understand.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something bad.
Oh, I am about to go in on this shit. Right? I talked to you about the other day.
And I told you not to do it.
No, people want to hear this shit. Do you guys want to hear my opinion? I heard it.
What's the Me Too movement?
Wait,
you know,
what?
the girl. Look. I'm all about it. I know that there's people out there that are being affected. I'm not saying that there aren't victims.
Everybody has
all
their own
right.
opinion.
But I mean, come on. Look at the Aziz Ansari fucking case. That was fucking bullshit. That was a girl fucking leading it on. And just so you guys know, all right.
In that situation,
people who are fucking saying that. And look, I talked to Leslie about this the other day. I'm like, because somebody is having a moment right now, nobody else is allowed to fucking put their input because then you're wrong. Mm-hmm. You're wrong. That's what I literally, like, honestly, that's one of the things, I don't want to get political on that, but...
I told you, see, he drank
no,
beer.
I'm sorry. No.
Let me get that back.
No, you know I wanted to talk about this. You knew I wanted to talk about
he did
this.
Bring it up.
But look, I have a son. I have multiple sons. I have 3 sons and I have 3 daughters. Mm-hmm. And in this world that we're living in today, I don't want my daughter to grow up in a world where being harassed or anything is normalized. It's not normal. Yeah. It's never been fucking normal. All right?
I agree.
All right? Now, I also don't want my kids growing up in a fucking world where they have to walk on eggshells because everybody's so fucking high up their own fucking ass. Yes, I'm going to, it's fucking given. I'm going to raise my kids to be a fucking, see, he even agrees. So you guys heard him? All right? I am going to raise them to be gentlemen. I'm going to raise them to respect women. All right? As should be done. Mm-hmm. All right? But for these fucking uptight little pricks to be out there saying, "Oh, guys can't say that men are being, attacked over this." Bullshit. I have clearly been fucking seeing men being attacked by this even when I was a young kid with these fucking false accusations. Mm-hmm. Don't fucking say that they're not happening. Do you remember back growing up how there was that false accusation that happened during high school, that bullshit ass accusation that ended up getting debunked hard as fuck? You remember that, right? All you have to say is yes.
Yeah.
All right? So don't fucking tell me that there isn't fucking false accusations. And no, I don't fucking come up to the bitch and say, "Hey, I know you're a victim." No, I kept my fucking distance because I don't know you. Mm-hmm. I didn't do anything to you. I'm not going to come fucking apologize to you for something I didn't fucking do.
Exactly.
All right? Now, I think that it's bullshit that now we're coddling the fucking society to make it for my son to grow up in a world where you're going to say that it doesn't happen? What happened to Emmett Till?
That's true.
Don't fucking bullshit me and tell me that they've been happening. They've been happening. If you guys don't know who the fuck Emmett Till is, you guys have been living under a rock for the last fucking, 5-6 decades, if not more?
It's like my cousin that passed away. He's like,
right.
The world's starting to become a bunch of pussies. You can't say something without someone saying,
shit. And you know what? That's what I love about being a comic. Mm-hmm. Being in the comedy, industry now.
Hate comedy, like
people don't
because it's more real.
Yeah,
that's the way they don't like.
Yeah, and you know what I heard with actual professional comics who are out there? They said that ever since all this bullshit started happening, with all these people with don't assume genders, don't do this, don't do that, safe spaces and all this shit, all these fucking pussy ass terms and shit. And sorry if it's offending some of you guys, but it's fucking true. And this is my opinion. You don't agree with me, that's fine. Just as much as I don't agree with you. But just don't fucking implement this as pure law in a fucking world where my kids are going to have to grow up in.
Well, it's like being a part of the LGBT community. It's like now, like, people, when they come out, like, they want fucking parades and this and that. Like, they just want everyone, pat on the back. I understand it's a big deal, but, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure people knew that if they were close to you. Like, it wasn't a surprise to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain people that knew me, like, I came out to my sister before I was forced out. But, I mean, now it's like everyone, they want that pat on the back for everything is small. Like, the world doesn't work like that.
Yeah, the world doesn't work like that. There's gonna always be people who are gonna disagree with you. Yeah. Don't fucking sit here and say this is what needs to be fucking done. Mm-hmm. You don't agree with my terms. You're a piece of shit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And you know what? I've been drowned in this crap.
I think the people that I see that are like the most sensitive, I feel like they're like the ones that they didn't like move out yet. They haven't paid bills. They don't know the real world.
They don't know the real world. They don't know the real world.
They're sheltered.
They're sheltered. Yeah, they're living in a fucking bubble.
Yeah.
They're living in a bubble, dude. The world doesn't need any of this shit. You know? Yeah. You know, the world doesn't need all this shit. And I don't like that term either.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say it.
I don't fucking like that term.
I don't know what
SJW, a social justice warrior. Yeah. I don't like that term either. I don't like that fucking term either. You notice how many more labels we've gotten in the past, 7 years? There's a label for everything. Grab your fucking labels and shove them up your fucking ass. All right? Look at all these labels. He's a libtard. He's a Republicard or whatever it is. You're a Nazi.
I feel like people do and say shit like that to make them feel better about themselves.
And that's the thing. It's making you feel fucking worse. You're dividing everybody.
Yeah.
So the more labels, the more you're dividing, the more you're subcategorizing human fucking beings. You're human. You're human.
You'll be happier if you're more open.
Yeah. And this whole label shit is the reason why people even need to come out.
Yeah.
It's because there isn't that automatic acceptance. Oh, you're gay? Cool. Good for you. Mm-hmm. Right? Good for you. Cool. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, there's really nothing wrong with it, man. And it's like comics have said, ever since all this fucking sensitive shit has happened, you know, people are going more to comedy shows because they crave that fucking, give me that realness.
Just be real. Yeah. That reminds me of that one episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
You know, Black Mirror, where they had to rate people.
Oh, yeah.
And if they said something wrong, like, you can lose your job.
Exactly.
You can
and
it's very...
That's literally what's happening nowadays.
It's pretty much.
It's pretty much what's happening nowadays.
That's one thing about being a parent I hate about raising a kid in this world, because now it's like...
The world is filled with all these cynical retards, and I know the word retard is not even allowed to be used anymore. All right, less than normal intellectuality. Congratulations, folks! You're living at fucking home. You haven't experienced the outside world to know that there's diversity, and
it happens.
It happens, man. And just because women are, all this shit's happening, like I said, I 100% back them. I don't think that that's right. I have 3 daughters. I don't want them to live in a world where they're fucking raped, they're sexually harassed, or anything like that. No, that's bullshit. But I also don't want my kids to live in a fucking world where it's a war against men. And it's becoming that way, especially with the way fucking feminism has twisted.
Yeah.
I mean, my friend Luna, literally, we've talked about that. She's like, I think that some of the ways the feminism has literally fucking twisted into, it's fucking wrong. It's fucking wrong. And now people are expected where it's like, if they're saying, oh no, I'm not worried about being falsely fucking accused.
I've been falsely accused.
Exactly. It's a fucking bullshit. But I'm not going to fucking sit there and fucking go apologize to the person who's fucking accusing me of a crime. No.
I just look at my time of the day. And
no,
I know what happened. Right.
I
know what didn't happen. It's end of story.
And if there's a legal case, the first thing you do is stay away from the fucking person who's accusing you.
True.
The fuck is wrong with you? It's like if a girl fucking goes to the police station and fucking, puts a fucking, let's say hypothetically, a fucking, an order of, what do you call it? A protection, and like you get it and you're like, I don't even know this fucking person. I don't stalk her. The cops are, well, just stay 500 feet away from her. Are you going to go to her house and be like, listen, I'm sorry that somebody's stalking you, but it's not me.
Yeah.
And I'm not doubting you. No, you just fuck off. You just prove. Right.
Yeah, by listening to the law.
Yeah.
If you feel the fire, that's what makes shit worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I am afraid that there are fucking people out there attacking men. Especially when it comes down to this. What, just because the Me Too movement's happening, we have to keep our fucking mouth shut about our opinion? No, fuck you.
Not
fuck you. It's retarded. It's so getting attacked. Right. It's so cynical. It's so cynical. Not only cynical, but it's just so like, do you know what the fucking real world even tastes like?
That's what the
fucking shit,
like
dude.
when one of my friends posted on her Instagram something about woman's intuition, like that phrase is sexist because it's just covering up that women are abused and they have to be quiet and they have to know the next step. And I told her, like, when you become a mom, your brain gets rewired, just like trauma rewires your brain. And it's a fact. Like, I was told this by a trauma therapist. And so I think that's where it comes from, because the woman's brain literally gets rewired to be pretty much on point. Like, you always have to kind of be on your edge. You got to know, you got to be on your stuff. And I'm pretty sure that's where they get it from. It's not, from abuse. And men are covering it up.
That's no offense. I don't hate females or nothing. I still love you guys.
But see, that's the thing though, Justin, is that, like, for example, you said you don't hit females, right? But you can let's say you have a year relationship with a girl. She could still accuse you of apparently being, verbally abusive to her because you were in a fucking teenage relationship with her. I think everybody could be like that. Teenagers are like, why didn't you call me back? Oh my God, like, that's abrasive shit. But, of course, if you're doing that at 40 years old, that's a fucking problem. Then it's fucking abuse.
Like most it's guys or girls, they stay in relationships with the person, even if they're getting verbally abused, physically abused, or whatever. They still stay with them. Oh, I love him. He's going to change. Right. You look dumb. It's your fault. It's nobody else's fault. It's your fault. So you can't victimize it as you're the victim, because you're choosing to get victimized still, rather than walking away.
But see, in the defense.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. In defense of that, there's been women who have literally been killed finally for leaving finally. So that I do understand. For the fear of leaving the person, I understand. But when you're 17 years old and you're saying every guy I've dated verbally abused me and put me down, you're 17. Shut the fuck up. What was he putting you down about?
You're just in the kitty pond. You're not even
what was he telling you? That you were wrong for choosing chocolate? You were wrong for choosing chocolate milk instead of white milk? That's how he put you down? He told you your favorite anime wasn't good enough?
I'm sure there are situations.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that there are. But for fuck's sake, you're in a teenage relationship. Calm the fuck down. And then these are the 24-year-olds that are saying this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been in these kind of relationships. Okay, don't get in them again.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is. You know what?
Cycle's gonna keep repeating itself and don't break the chain.
And let me tell you a little something. There's a little comedy bit that I've been coming up with about that, about the whole repeating cycles. Oh,
the one that.
Let me tell you a little bit about it. All right. So I'm not gonna fucking verbatim tell you it, but my bit basically says, every fucking girl literally is like, oh my God, like fucking guys, you know, all the guys I've dated, they're such dickheads and blah, 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 blah. And they're so fucking stupid and they're filthy, or whatever excuse that they have for breaking up with the guy, right? Mm-hmm. But when they're with them, like they you ask them, so why do you like this guy? And it's always the same generic shit. They're smart. Like, I really like, he's so funny. And, like, the person they're dating is, like, the dumbest sack of shit out there. He's definitely not funny.
A ditz.
Right. and when they break up with that guy, he was a piece of shit. He was the worst.
He was the worst.
They talk shit about him. Right. Yeah. And then they move to the next boyfriend. Hey, why do you like this guy? He's smart. And he's so funny. So you bitches are basically in a perpetual spinning door where it's like, you like, quote, smart and funny guys, but when you break up, they were stupid, they were abusive, they were this. So basically you're dating the same fucking guy over and over again.
It reminds me of someone we used to know. 2 or 3 days. I used to Valentine's Day is my Valentine for that.
Oh.
If you know what I'm talking about.
Quee?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now I know who you're talking about.
They called her Quee because she could queef on demand. On demand.
That was her party trick.
Yeah. I mean, this is before Xfinity on demand, folks.
When we were bored in an apartment, we didn't have cable.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I have a question. Would she, like, take off her pants or would, like...
She just unbutton them and then arch her back up like this. And I hear this.
And here's the thing. For the longest time, I thought that, like, the best hand lotion scent was Sweet Pea. You know? I was like, Sweet Pea smells so good. Then I find out this bitch is masturbating with Sweet Pea. Every time I smelled it, I was like, oh, God. And it's like...
And she would just say this information out loud?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've witnessed some of it.
Yeah, she would say sometimes, to be honest.
Or was a participant.
Yeah, or a participant. Yeah, that was pretty fun. It was fun while it lasted. And you couldn't finger this girl without finding her Nuva ring.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And she'd be like, oh, that's my birth
Just
control. Just leave it in there. Dude, she was so shameless.
My God.
Yeah, and 100% consensual,
I'm cringing.
folks.
I feel like my lips going inside of us.
Yeah, I mean... and she was so musty, dude. What were we thinking, dude? She was... dude, and if you guys saw her, you're like, oh, man... She's so pretty. Mm-hmm. She's pretty good looking.
She sweats like no other.
She sweats like, but you get to know her. She's dumb as a rock.
Clearly,
she's dumb as a rock. She's so naive and she's so self-centered. She's so selfish, dude. She's one of the selfish fucking persons I've ever met.
Remember when she like fell for me at Valentine's when I was sitting all day, spent all day going on Google looking for a Valentine's Day poem, and I told her I wrote it.
You're like, I wrote this. He Google searched it. Yeah. Google searched it.
It's like six page. Nice. So she wouldn't find it when it first popped up.
Smooth.
Hey, it worked.
Very smooth.
Smooth criminal.
It worked on her. That should say a lot about her.
No, and like, have you seen what she's doing lately?
No.
She's like a club girl. She's like one of those models that they like hire. Like if like there's like let's say like there's a opening party for a certain vodka that's from Japan. Mm-hmm. Like they'll dress her up like a geisha with all these other girls, and they'll be on like.
Hey, you know that's pretty cool though.
It's pretty cool. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not shitting on it.
She likes the center of attention, so it kind of suits her.
Yeah, it suits her.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm definitely not hating on that. She's working the industry. Cool.
Oh, yeah,
good for her.
cool.
What I did wonder is that like when she's doing this, you know, Callan's like, dude, come on, are you wearing deodorant? Have people actually fucking smelled you? Come on, dude. Come on. Am I being too mean about this?
No, I'll tell you later.
I'm just saying, that bitch was musty as fuck.
I was going to say something, but I don't think I can say it on here.
No, you can say it. I want to hear what you're...
the movie Hall Pass when he was like the fake chow where you go...
Oh, the fake chow? Yeah.
Yeah, I did that a couple times. I just had to put that.
I want to know how many of the listeners know what the fake chow is. Just Google search it.
Yeah, Hall Pass, fake chow.
Yeah, Google search it.
You make your noises with your mouth.
But you're just using your finger.
You're using your fingers in it, yeah. Like it's your tongue, no.
Yeah.
Have you ever been caught doing the fake chow?
No.
No?
Well, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
They're like, fucking asshole. And you're just, ooh. J-Lo like.
Well, the one day on the couch and I got mad. You remember that time?
Which one?
One of the times we came back from the party, the guys were supposed to go out to the party, and the girls ended up showing up there, and we went back to the house.
Oh,
and I was sitting on the couch, and then Happy Feet intervened. And I got all pissed off. I was like, I got her hot and ready like Little Caesar's pizza. This and that.
Like hot and ready like a Little Caesar's pizza. Make that the tag for the episode. Hot and ready like a Little Caesar's.
Yeah, I got some pissed off. She was hot and ready, and then all of a sudden it's like, ugh.
Do you remember what? Because that was technically her ex-boyfriend at the time.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we were all in the bathroom and we're like, fondling her? And she's all about it, right? She was like, she wanted to be the center of attention. Once again, guys, consensual to this day.
Yeah.
All right. And what did Happy Feet tell her? Because he was getting involved. He was like, "You guys have been doing this every weekend." She's like, "Yeah, we've been doing this every weekend." And he got so butthurt that his ex-girlfriend was there.
I don't care if you fuck her. Just don't let her suck your dick.
Yeah, don't let her suck your dick. I still want to kiss her afterwards. No. No, if she wants the chorizo, we're gonna give her a nice chorizo taco.
She took the chorizo.
She took the chorizo. She requested it. She requested it, and when it didn't come quick enough, she said, "I want to speak to the manager." Yeah. That's
fun times. True stories.
True stories.
Oh no, I believe it. I've seen videos.
Jay Lou's stories. Never.
You've seen videos
of her.
Oh,
you.
Okay. I was saying that. I was like, we took phones.
I was like, yeah.
We took phones and keys
I was
at
like,
the door.
what the fuck?
No.
Yeah,
I didn't see videos of that.
They had fucking KGB watching us the whole time, taking photos and videos. I was like, damn. No.
I've seen videos of her.
Yeah.
In just normal state. Quote unquote. Quote unquote.
Dude, I showed her the. No, she was not in a normal state. That bitch was.
That's why I said
wasted.
quote.
Remember when I hired her to do the winter solstice Dude, I still got videos of that. Oh my god.
Where she was getting drunk and all that. I took it serious. I was top flight security. I was. Yeah.
And then the crazy thing is she ruined it. That like there was artists that like had played big venues, man, and she's like fucking up the questions. And
it was really bad.
And they're like, wow.
She was too intoxicated, bro.
Yeah, she was way too intoxicated.
And
she
they
got
had
drunk.
to fill in for her, fill in the question, finish it for her.
I mean, I'm an alcoholic, and I wasn't even drinking that night. I took it serious.
Dude, if I were to show you the videos one day, dude, every artist she interviewed, she pronounced their name wrong. Every single one.
I think when you were trying to edit it, you were trying to figure out like how to.
Well, we were correcting her, and I think it was DJ Access at the time. Alex Navarro, cool dude. Shout out to him.
I like how they got to tell you what to say.
He's like, I love how they have to tell you what to say, and he laughs at her. and she's like, I feel bad for her. No, don't feel bad for her. It's true. She was supposed to be getting paid to do that fucking job, and she can't do it. She was intoxicated. Yeah, you remember how she went and sat on the big subwoofer so she could masturbate in front of the whole fucking establishment? Christ, lady.
I remember the one girl in the bar.
Oh,
with the furry boots.
Yeah. I know.
I was like, gotta get down. The bartender was like, no, she's fine.
Second I heard furry boots.
It was your boy Whitey's.
Whitey's. Dude, whatever it was.
Yeah. And I remember
whatever it was.
Yeah, and I remember she went over because she was dancing on top of the bar, and the place was like we were saving their asses for like another month. This place was literally about to go out of business, and we walked in the door on the right time. I remember Ruben walked in. It was me, Ruben, and Mariam. We're like, we want to rent you guys out as a venue, and they're like, what are you talking about? We're like, well, this is a nice fucking business. We want to rent you guys out as a venue. Yeah. And they're like, and this place had like big ass like HD screens everywhere, like huge. It was like a modern day arcade. Like you can go in there, choose if you want to play Xbox or PlayStation. Yeah, it was a modern day video game console arcade. And they're like, we're not a venue. We're like, well, we know, but we want to rent you guys out as a fucking venue. Look, we're going to get people in the fucking door. You got a little bar here. You want to make some fucking bar sales? And they were like, yeah, okay. So let us throw this fucking event here. This is how it's going to go down, blah, blah, blah. Dude, they repositioned everything in their fucking place. Yeah. And at first they were really skeptical. And we're like, we need this room over here to be the green room. You remember the green room?
Yeah,
like
the
backstage,
VIP room.
Backstage area where the artists could chill and drink.
Where some of my security officers were feeling at their job letting people in,
Yeah. And what's it called? The owner was like, holy shit, like, at the bar, like, we're not even an hour in, and we've already fucking made what we made, like, last month. Just drinks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, so you had big partiers then.
Yeah. And if it hadn't been for our event that we threw there, they would have gone out of business, like, literally way sooner. We kept them in business, like, an extra few months just because of the income that we brought them that day. I remember they were contacting Ruben. hey, when do you guys want to do the next event here? It was awesome. Every event place we ever did, like the Bada Brew, they were always contacting Ruben. Hey, when are you guys going to want to do another one?
When my guy's car got stolen. You remember that?
No. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
They did steal the car straight
I was like, why would you put the keys in it and walk away and go, bro? Like, in the middle of the night, 2 in the morning or something like that. Hey, bro, my car's got, what do you want me to do? I got to go home, bro. I'm tired. I'm drunk. I'm going to go the fuck home.
Yeah, and he thought that you were in cahoots with whoever stole it, remember? Yeah. He's like, no, you knew the guy. He's like, dude, I don't know.
Get the fuck away from me, bro. I want to go home, bro. Like, the car, and I think it was like Juan or somebody closed the door.
Yeah.
And then we all met up at the hotel, and then someone, who was it? I think it was Ruben that hit the car.
Yeah, with the big ass, with the big ass truck.
With the big ass truck, yeah. We carried everything, yeah. Just drive off. I didn't hit. Yeah, I did. Just drive off.
We just admit to an illegal hit and run here.
The statute of limitation, it went out.
It went out. It's out the door. It's out the window. They'll try it. You don't know where it was.
Yep. You don't have the parties involved.
Man, dude, that's been awesome, dude. Look, we're already over an hour.
And then flow. I want to keep going.
What did I tell you?
Yeah.
What did I tell you? Yeah, man. Dude, wild times. Wild times.
And whatever, I don't know, like these girls gotta inject themselves with some sex hormone because I've never felt that wild to go masturbate in front of people. I don't know what hormone they got running through them, whatever that Nuva ring is doing to her.
Yeah, let's blame the Nuva ring.
It's shooting those hormones in her.
It was one of the side effects.
Yeah.
Hey, Georgie. I felt something. What do you mean you felt something? I felt something in there. I don't think it was just in there.
And I'm like, let me inspect this. Oh, there it is. I didn't know if I was like had turned into Sonic the Hedgehog, and I was like, ooh, a ring. But then I was like, no, this deserves to go back.
And did she just want to keep going? I would have been like, get away from me.
She just said, just leave it there. Yeah, she was fine with it. She said, just put it back in.
Yeah, and like a lot of the girls that George knows are like this. Maybe because he used to surround himself. But I've never in my life been like this.
Everybody? Really? No, I have
like 90% of the girls on his friend list. Even Mo. See, Mo's agreeing with me.
I played the fifth.
I plead the fifth, too.
No, okay, but I don't know. I've never been like that, and it's so weird to me.
Yana.
Like, girls, don't you get tired? Don't you ever just want to sleep?
Yana.
Not think about the next dick appointment you have?
Yana, if I may interject, Yana, in my defense, all right? I was young, dumb, and full of cum.
I mean, I don't think you were stupid.
And it's not about who you like, it's about who you want to fuck.
I remember that. We were young. We were fucking
No, I don't think. I'm just saying, like, even when I was young, I never went that wild.
You really want me to call you out right now?
I've never been like, I want 4 guys to train me right now. Never in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Nowadays they call it.
Nah, it never happened.
So you're saying you've never been dogged by 4 guys, but you've been on a carnival cruise. You did it backwards.
And I've never been crazy like that ever. And even now, as a grown woman, I guess.
They call it mudding now.
Mudding?
Like running a train is called mudding.
I've never. I don't know.
Oh, I'm telling you because I heard, literally Tom Segura was talking about it. He's like, I found this really cool song, and it's like these football players from Miami University. They did a rap song.
Oh,
these are the football players from Miami University.
Oh, gosh.
And dude, it's hilarious. If you guys ever get a chance, literally look up mudding song, Miami University football players. I don't know. It should come up.
Oh, it's like there's one meme. There's this white girl in the middle of a boat, and she's surrounded by like 8 dudes, and they're all black, and it says, "Tell me if you see what I see," and everyone comments, "Gang bang."
Yeah, it's crazy, man. The world's crazy. Yeah.
It's these both birth controls.
Yeah. Well, man,
that was her birth control. It still didn't work. Oh, I guess it worked.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it was a blast having you here on the episode, man.
Too, I appreciate it, guys.
Man. Thank you so much for coming by the studio and hanging out with us. Look, I haven't even finished my beer.
Bro, I'm on my third one.
Oh, no,
You're your third one?
For real?
You serious?
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't even see you slip them out.
Yeah.
Oh, see, slick.
God damn.
What?
Damn.
Yeah, this is not even like halfway.
A man of mystery.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sleight of hand. The hand is quicker than the eye.
Look at this hand. See this hand.
Ooh, okay. See? Flick of the wrist. Flick of the wrist. Man. This is him with nerve damage. Imagine if he didn't have it.
I put the beer in this hand. It's ice in my hand. It helps me. See? It's medical.
It's medical. It's a medical thing. Man, folks, thank you so much for joining us on this crazy, wacky episode. Hopefully we made you guys laugh, made you guys cry.
Made you guys pissed off from
Made
George
you pissed off?
saying.
Hey, fuck y'all. No, I'm just playing. Come back. I love you all. Don't leave. I just wanted to speak my opinions. Just like all of you guys. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, guys, as always.
Not convincing.
I'm not trying to convince anybody, sweetie. They either like me or they don't. What's up with it?
George is like a fine wine. Mm-hmm. He's an acquired taste.
Acquired taste, for sure.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. As always, I am your captain. This is my ship called Two Sushi Rolls Podcast. You are all... What do you call people that are on the ship?
Passengers?
Seamen?
No. You're all my seamen, yeah.
There we go. Okay.
You're all my seamen. I am your captain. You are my seamen. You have joined us on our ship, the Old Lady Two Sushi Rolls Podcast. My what do you call it? My skipper. You're my skipper, baby.
Okay.
My skipper.
Leslie.
Mm-hmm. Thank you guys for joining us. If the ship goes down, it's going down with the fucking captain. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Thank you.